Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources.
New York Times Business. October 2, 1910 America New York, whistleblower to accuse Facebook of contributing to January 6 riot, memo says. In an internal memo, Facebook defended itself and said that social media was not a primary cause of polarization. Nick Clegg, Facebook's Vice President of Policy and Global Affairs, in 2019.
Marginal Revolution. October 2, 1536 America New York, Who are the best Irish artists? Part 4, Other names. Francis Bacon was born in Ireland, but not of Irish parents. He did not grow up in Ireland, and he did not consider himself Irish. So I do not count him as a contender for my exercise.
Daily FX Market News. October 2, 1500 America New York, British Pound Q4 Forecast. Preparing the ground for interest rate hikes. The fourth quarter of 2021 will likely see the Bank of England start talking about interest rate hikes as early as the beginning of next year, boosting the attraction of sterling.
Forex Live. October 2, 1445 America New York, U.S. will announce that China hasn't lived up to Phase 1 trade deal on Monday, report. China has not lived up to pledge to purchase additional $200 billion in goods. U.S. Trade Representative Catherine Tai will announce Monday that China is not complying with the so-called Phase 1 trade deal, sources familiar with.
New York Times Business. October 2, 1342 America New York, Tesla reports record quarterly deliveries amid chip scarcity. The electric car maker has weathered the global shortage of semiconductors better than more established rivals. Tesla cars awaiting delivery in Manchester, England. Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 2, 1326 America New York, Tesla deliveries surge, defying supply chain woes. The electric vehicle maker provided a record number of vehicles in third quarter amid flagging global auto sales.
Marginal Revolution. October 2, 1319 America New York, Saturday Assorted Links. 1. Salary history bans don't look so great. 2. Dominic Cummings on how to change government and save America. Very good piece. 3. Did communism smash the patriarchy?
Forex Live. October 2, 1305 America New York, Citi equity strategist Tobias Levkovic dies after being hit by a car. He reiterated bearish stance in his final note. Tobias Levkovic was well known for setting S&P 500 price targets. Citigroup reported that chief equity strategist Tobias Levkovic died on Friday, a month after being hit by a car while crossing a street in Long Island, NY.
Wall Street Journal Markets. October 2, 12 o'clock America New York, should investors create their own target date fund? Do-it-yourself investors, especially younger ones, can save money by recreating their own target date fund, a professor finds. Wall Street Journal Markets. October 2, 11 o'clock America New York, when investors mention decoupling, what do they mean? In translation, the Wall Street term, decoupling, had one definition for decades, while now it has another.
New York Times Business. October 2, 1021 America New York, inside United Airlines' decision to mandate coronavirus vaccines. Over the course of a year, the company and its unions grappled with when and how to require vaccination for its 67,000 employees. Nearly all U.S. employees of United Airlines have been vaccinated, in one of the pandemic's largest and most successful corporate efforts. Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 2, 10 o'clock America New York, Squid Game, is the dystopian Netflix hit no one wanted, until everyone did. The South Korean phenomenon might become Netflix's biggest hit ever, but for a decade, local studios rejected the show's pitch as too grotesque and too unrealistic.
Daily FX Market News. October 2, 10 o'clock America New York, Gold Q4 Fundamental Forecast, outlook continues to weaken. The forecast for rising real U.S. yields has only improved, leaving gold prices in difficult territory for the rest of the year.
Wall Street Journal Markets. October 2, 10 o'clock America New York, Facebook's trials aren't everyone's tribulations. Facebook appears to be particularly damaging to teens, even compared with other social networks. That could benefit its rivals. BBC News Business. October 2, 9:45 America New York, fuel supply still a big problem in southeast England, retailers. About 1 in 6 petrol stations nationwide remain out of fuel, but shortages are concentrated in some areas. BBC News Business. October 2, 8:59 America, New York. Morrisons, U.S. firm wins auction to take over supermarket chain. Clayton, Dubilier and Amp. Rice as highest bidder in the battle for the UK's fourth largest supermarket group. Wall Street Journal Markets. October 2, 8:19 America, New York. Morrison sold to Clayton, Dubilier and Rice for $9.40 in frenzied bidding war. A consortium led by U.S. buyout firm Clayton, Dubilier and Amp. Rice is set to win the bidding war for UK grocery chain W.M. Morrison Supermarkets, an almost $9.4 billion bet that highlights the extreme lengths private equity firms are willing to go amid a global deal frenzy.
New York Times Business. October 2, 8:05 America, New York. Aussie media and the limits of fake it till you make it. Is there an ethical way to fake it till you make it?
Wall Street Journal Markets. October 2, 8 o'clock America, New York. Market is right to be spooked by rising bond yields. If the sharp rise in yields since the Federal Reserve meeting last week is the start of a rising trend, then shares are in trouble.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. October 2, 8 o'clock America, New York. Holiday travel bookings are growing tight, driving up prices. A rush of people booking holiday travel is driving up prices and lowering inventory. Advisors says Americans who have been holding out should make plans soon.
BBC News Business. October 2, 7:25 America, New York. Petrol deliveries. Visas for foreign lorry drivers extended. The government is issuing 300 visas to overseas fuel tanker drivers, immediately, to ease delivery issues. Wall Street Journal Markets. October 2, 7 o'clock America, New York. Countdown starts on Chinese company delistings after U.S.-China audit fight. U.S. regulators gear up for a 3-year countdown that will force many Chinese companies to leave American stock exchanges, after a long impasse between Washington and Beijing over access to the company's audit records.
New York Times Business. October 2, 6:22 America, New York. UK aims to ease trucker shortage with visas into 2022. The decision extended an earlier move to offer 3-month visas to foreign drivers, and came as the government also called on military drivers to help resolve a fuel distribution crisis. A fuel delivery in Hersham, England, on Thursday.